Now let's take you to the Old Peter Mokaba Stadium, where we find our reporter and colleague Pelane Phakgadi. Pelane, it has been a very long morning, hasn't it, with all the security checks taking place there?
It has been a very long morning. Around 4:30 we had arrived here, as Pelane Phakgadi, our anchor, had already told you. And security checks have been very much intense, and the shipping to ensure that there is no amiss as far as security is concerned. And they are going by all means to ensure that everyone is safe here. But of course, we've been here now for quite some time. And really just to ask if the ANC feels that there could be some threat as far as security is concerned. Let me just bring in Donald Samulela. He's the ANC spokesperson in the province. I just saw him running by, and he's part of the entourage of ours. After waiting for so long, the vehicles are now about to be escorted. Donald, for almost 2 hours we waited here. Is this the way that you guys wanted to start your celebrations, with such intense security checks?
No, thanks, Pelane. We could have done it more better. But look, we have to ensure that everyone is safe. We have to ensure that we stick to security protocols, we stick to COVID protocols. That is why you see us being so intense. Of course, we didn't have imagined that the turnout will be this big so early. So, but I can, as you see now, the cars have started moving. We have interfaced with the leadership of the security detail to ensure that things are sorted. We had to come here because of understanding that our colleagues, yourselves, you are here, and things are moving slowly. But of course, the security details is very, very helpful. But of course, it's important, Pelane, for us to ensure that everyone is safe, yourself, ourselves, our leadership, the general membership that is coming here.
Last night, did you feel it was a technical glitch? The lights went off while the president was about to finish his speech?
Look, like we have said, we are worried about what happened last night. We'll await the investigative report from both our security detail, but also from the institution where we were, from the hotel, because we had not anticipated that, honestly speaking, and we are saddened to have such an occurrence, to be honest. But it's a matter that, of course, we'll look into. We'll get a proper brief as the day goes on as actually what happened. Because you cannot have a situation where the president of the country and the president of the glorious movement, when he speaks, there's such a disruption, especially when we had ensured that there are backups, there's everything. And at that time, things that happened the way they happened. But of course, Pelane, like I'm saying, we'll await the investigation report and then we'll take it from there.
Just a quick one as we wrap up. Yesterday, the ANC Youth League just outside the Jack Boat Hall, they were protesting because of accreditation. Today, we know that only 2,000 people will be allowed inside the Old Peter Mokaba Stadium. Do you feel that there may be some protest people are looking to be part of the celebrations?
Look, we have communicated our message across. That we are going to allow only 2,000 people. Hence, you see the intensity of the security detail here. But of course, you would understand the African National Congress Youth League had its own challenges. It is being born. There's a lot of enthusiasm amongst its members. All the members wanted to listen to the president, which, according to us, is a very positive thing. To get a message from the president speaking about the former president of their organization, President Peter Mokaba. So we see this thing, we look at it from the positive side, that the members of the ANC Youth League are really, really enthusiastic that the organization is being reborn, the organization is being rebuilt. Hence, they so much wanted to listen to the president. It's a positive note for us. But of course, I can assure you, Pelane, here, you can see how we have surrounded the stadium. You can see how it is not easy to even access the precinct of this particular stadium. So anyone who may want to take chances, there will be no room for that, because we are on a super alert.
Super alert. Donald Samulela, the spokesperson of the African National Congress here in Limpopo, he says those who may be looking to come through without accreditation to the Old Peter Mokaba Stadium, there is super alert, as he puts it, outside the stadium, and only 2,000 people, including media personnel, will be allowed within that particular stadium, the Old Peter Mokaba Stadium, and that's where we'll be going right now as well, just to get into a vehicle and move with the rest of the entourage. The cars have been stripped, and it has been an intense security detail, literally going through by a toothbrush to ensure that there is no foreign objects that one is carrying or anything that could be weaponized. So Donald Samulela saying that they feel there is an investigation going on, at what had happened while the president was speaking last night, and they will be awaiting that particular report in order for them to make a comment, but they are concerned, he says.
Pelane, just before we let you go, and to move away a little bit from the business at hand, just looking at the overhead conditions, looks like there's some cloud cover rolling in over Peter Mokaba Stadium. What are some of the contingency plans? Do you know of any that might be put into place in case the heavens open up and it starts to rain?
Well, it's a pavilion. The Old Peter Mokaba, it's a pavilion in itself. The rain might not, even if it falls down, it will affect those who perhaps are lower down on the pavilion, and those who are a little bit higher might enjoy some cover. The stage in itself has been covered. There is a marquee inside the stadium, which has been erected towards the east side of the pitch, and I'm sure that that is some of the covers that the ANC had brought about. We hope that we don't get wet as well should the heavens look to open up, but the event will be continuing. We came here as well in our numbers as media contingents, and we will be giving you rolling coverage as to what will be happening. Any kind of delays, if there is, because of weather conditions, I'm sure we'll also be continuing. We do have our mini studio set up here. Pelane Phakgadi will be coming to you live from there, and our colleague as well, Malungelo Boy and Ziyanda Ngobo, will be on the ground as those supporters come through to listen in on the president giving the marching orders of the day, and myself will all be able to talk to the politicians, react or even anticipate to the speech that the president will be giving. The National Executive Committee endorsed the speech, of course, as they met on Thursday to finalize each and every single sentence.
Phakgadi is out for us in Limpopo. Thank you so much for your time. And as you heard there, definitely going to be a full team that is on the ground for you from Newzroom Afrika to give you all the highlights, the lowlights of what will be taking place at that January 8th statement.